we are partnering with ApexaiQ, a company that offers IT hygiene services to their clients through a massive software platform that we've been able to leverage in a number of our clients for some great results. This platform plugs into all the different monitoring software and services that are rolled out at each client and are able to compile lots of information from a number of different places into one location. The industry term is one pane of glass. Apexa has a robust query engine that's able to put reports together in any format that a client would need. Hi, I'm Rob Rains with Certissima Technologies. We're a managed security and services company offering IT services to companies throughout New England and in various parts of the US. A lot of MSPs struggle with their clients because the relationship is very much like what I like to call a plumber relationship. The client calls when there's a problem, the MSP responds, and they've got all the great tools that help them respond, but then when the problem's been solved, there's not much of a continued relationship. We want to shift from the plumber over to a caretaker relationship, and that is what Apexa allows us to do. Yes, when clients have a problem, we're responsive, but when there isn't a problem, we're constantly watching. We're there caring for the network and looking at it. We've set benchmarks, and when a client's network or their devices fall below those benchmarks, we're alerted and we're able to drill down and see where the problem is and what's causing it. We're able to get them up to those benchmarks instead of using a variety of mixed reports and manually working with those reports with each client. We can set a benchmark across the board and give clients a score, an actual health score based on Apexa's scoring matrix, and say, this is your health score. We expect you to be here. Here's where you're showing up. Here's what's causing the delta. Let's get you there and create a plan with them. One of the things that a lot of clients are concerned about nowadays is compliance. Apexa is very flexible, very granular in the way that it allows MSPs to set the benchmarks themselves for devices for clients, for example, in the financial industry or in the healthcare industry where there's much more stringent compliance requirements. MSPs can set those benchmarks using the Apexa software. ApexaiQ allows us as MSPs to look at a number of different devices and a number of different locations and determine which ones are at end of life, either hardware end of life or software end of life. And we're able to generate a report quickly that allows us to see which devices need to be replaced or will need to be replaced soon, so that we can put together a plan that makes sense to the client. We have a New England-based client with several locations and about 600 nodes spread throughout those locations. And their internal IT team had done a lot of work in making sure that Windows 10 was the standard across the board. And they reported to us very happily, yep, we've upgraded everything to Windows 10 where there's nothing left that's not compliant. And we ran a report with ApexaiQ, and we were able to say, no, you actually have a Windows 7 machine, something that's out of compliance and very vulnerable. It's a version of Windows 7 that's quite vulnerable. And we were able to drill it down and give them location and actually where in the building that device was. Computer that was used more for TV and presentations, but actually was just as vulnerable. It was plugged into their network, certainly could have exposed their network to a variety of problems, but we were able to identify that and quickly upgrade it. That raised our credibility in the client's eyes, and that was huge. When we're able to go in and see a problem ahead of time, anticipate something that could go wrong, and fix it before it goes wrong and report that to the client, that obviously raises our credibility. And they see that we're caring about them. They see that we're paying attention and watching their network even when they're asleep. They see us more as a partner, as a caretaker, someone that they want to have an ongoing relationship with. As we bring clients up to a certain benchmark, we're able to see which clients are up there, which clients are falling below that benchmark. And as we do, that generates additional work, often at an hourly rate, for MSPs, and so we can walk in and fix these problems beforehand, but it generates extra work for us. It generates extra opportunities for revenue as we find areas where the client needs to be brought into compliance and is not currently there.